These, ladies and gentlemen, are the types of cars that if you drive them off a cliff, they would continue to depreciate on the way down. Yeah, these cars oozed luxury, speed, and class when they were built 10 years ago. And you know what's great about rich people? Is that they buy new, expensive cars like it's their job, and let the old ones go for just pennies on the dollar. So, I'm gonna cover 4 less than ideal cars and an honorable mention, baby, that have lost a combined $785,990. Yeah, which is roughly what you pay for this Porsche 918 Spyder when new. Oh, and the last car on this list, you're gonna wanna stick around for, because it depreciated $268,000 over the past decade. What the f? Let's go! The car that's lost the least amount on this list, a staggering $85,000 in the first 10 years, is the 2009 Range Rover Sport Supercharged. Range Rovers have always been this weird combination of both luxury and off-road prowess. I mean, it is kind of ballsy to take your $100,000 plus truck off-road. Then again, some people have more balls than brains, and buying one of these new would be exactly what your financial advisor would not recommend. But the fact that prices have dipped so low that you could afford one making minimum wage has gotta make you ask the question, could I buy one of these rigs for cheap and pretend that I'm rich and famous? Yes, and you should go check out the 7 sports cars that will make you look rich and famous. But should you buy one for cheap and pretend that you're as rich and famous as your favorite rapper, movie star, or athlete? Absolutely not. I mean, just take a look at the Range Rover forums and it's littered with questions like, what's that noise? What does this warning light mean? And why won't my air suspension work? Although you gotta be rich to buy one new, it may be a smarter decision than you think. See, most owners offload these rigs right before the warranty runs out, because a major maintenance overhaul usually costs more than the car is actually worth. I mean, just take a look at this video.
Is that bad?
No, it's great.
No, be real.
Yeah, that's horrible, dude.
So I should get rid of this car soon.
Yeah, you should gun it though at the stoplight.
No.
You're on YouTube, bro.
Because it's been putting.
Go!
No.
Go!
This is my best friend, and he thinks that this is normal. Oh baby, and we are just getting started. Do you know what a Volkswagen Phaeton and a speedboat have in common? Hey, if you guys want to go check out behind the scenes and answer this question, go check out our Instagram at Ideal Cars TV. The best 2 days are when you buy them and when you sell them. Let's face it, almost every gearhead has shopped used Phaetons at one point in their enthusiast career. Have you? I mean, what's not to like? It's essentially a Bentley with a Volkswagen badge and has the MSRP of a big body Benz. And the S-Class Mercedes and the Phaeton both were direct competitors and benefit from a depreciation schedule so steep that if it were a slide, it would look like this. So, when MSRP was almost $100,000 when new, it was stealth wealth because it was a Volkswagen. And now you can pick one of these up for $90,000 less than that. Okay, now I don't normally make bad decisions. What the hell am I talking about? Well, hello there. You look like a bad decision. Come on over here. No, not you, Piglet. See, the Top Gear crew drove this piggy to an uber impressive 201 miles an hour. And it is an art of engineering. With the W12 motor that was also used in the Bentley, sans 2 turbochargers, and I strangely really want one. But there's always a but with 1T, not 2. There is one glaring drawback. The thing sorta, kinda, okay, really looks like a VW Passat, which might get old when an oil change costs more than the total running cost of the Passat for the full year. Okay, before we get into this next car, I just want to know how to pronounce it. Is it Bentley Azure? Gmenage Azure? 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 I don't know, let me know down in the comments, because this car is in a different league. With an MSRP new of $334,990, the Bentley Azure is a massive 2-door convertible that has 3 tons of prestige. Yeah, can you believe that? This thing weighs in at 6,000 pounds, which is almost as much as me. Yeah, this extra jiggly and bougie British convertible can now be picked up right around the 6-figure mark, making this land yacht lose roughly $234,990 in its first 10 years of gliding on the road. And if you've ever wanted to own a twin-turbo Bentley, this one might be the golden ticket. Powering the Spaceship is a twin-turbo 6.7 5-liter V8 pushing 450 horses and 645 foot-pounds of torque, which you'll probably see push this puppy to relaxed speeds, because most likely someone that has a car of this caliber has a pricey sports car or two that'll give the owner his occasional need for speed fix. It's a flamboyant, ultra luxury cruiser that I don't think was worth its MSRP. But 10 years later, at 100K, to the right buyer, it's one hell of a deal. And before we get to the last car on the list that lost almost $300,000, here is the honorable mention, baby. Want a long wheelbase Audi fitted with a W12 engine that was also found in the ultra luxurious Volkswagen Phaeton we covered earlier? Yeah, me neither. And the honorable mention is the Audi A8L W12 Quattro. That mouthful of a luxury sedan went for over $120,000 new. And the slippery slope of depreciation has taken toll on this flagship high-performance cruiser. And 10 years later, you can pick one up in the teens, which means it's lost about $109,000. Or roughly the amount you'd pay for this brand new Nissan GTR. But the thing that you gotta remember is that when you buy a car like this for pennies on the dollar, you're still maintaining a car that's ultra expensive. I had a friend pick one of these up about a year ago, and he pretty much went bankrupt trying to keep it on the road. Don't get me wrong, it's one of the best driving cars ever, but the oil change for the W12 were a few $100. Brakes, $1,500. And there's something always wrong with the electronics, which is both costly and frustrating when it's stupid small things like the mirrors won't work or a light bulb just continuously goes out. But hey, that is the price that you pay to drive the top of the end Audi from 10 years ago. As for my friend, he sold it less than a year after he bought it and replaced it with a new Toyota Camry with a warranty. And he found out that German women, I mean cars, are known for mechanical robustness, but you end up paying for it. Maybach music was founded in 2009 by American rapper Rick Ross. And his record label is done about as well as the Maybach Type 57 when it comes to depreciation, which this car is #1 on the list. Not because it's a winner, well, depending on how you look at it, because the Maybach was $358,000 when new, and you can pick one up today for under 100 grand, which, if my math is correct, that's a whopping $268,000 in depreciation. That's over $250,000 of hot girls and money. That stings. Kind of like purchasing one of these luxury cars you should never buy. Or check out what YouTube recommends you should watch next. Oh, and please subscribe, but either way, you can't lose, and as always, keep living that ideal lifestyle.